Hey, Danny here from Songwriters International. Now in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to finish every single song that you begin, how to get to the end point, what the process looks like, and how to make songwriting easier with just a few simple steps. So without further ado, let's hop into this. Let me share with you how to go about using a process that's going to let you finish every single song that you start. Now, believe it or not, the process and the way that I songwrite does not require me to go to an instrument to start the songwriting process. It's actually to take the guitar or the piano, or maybe you start with music production, and actually put it away. Don't start here or on your piano or music software, because that's what's keeping you stuck. That's what's not helping you finish the songs that you begin. And I'll explain to you now why. Because the biggest issue a lot of songwriters make is they go to an instrument first. They'll do something like this. And then on top, they'll start to add melody. And they'll be going, now that's great, and it's great for starting a process and getting a little bit of inspiration, but what's the biggest issue there is that I don't know what I'm actually trying to say. So I'm playing these chords and I'm singing out on melody, but I don't know what it actually is I'm trying to say. So even if I get a few lyrics, I don't actually know what I'm trying to say. The simple analogy that I will give to you is that imagine you got into your car and you started driving and you didn't know where you were going. That's basically what you're doing when you write like this. You don't know where you're taking your song. So every single turn that you take with your song is unknown. And that's fantastic, because you could find yourself writing a great song, but you also will find yourself a lot of the time not finishing songs, getting stuck, and not writing a song to its full potential. So what I suggest you to do is take your instrument and go and place it away just for the first 10, 15 or 20 minutes of the songwriting process. So now the instrument's out the way, what is it actually that we should be doing to help us finish a song quicker, easier, and to a higher standard every single time? Well, what we should really be focusing on is the idea. Okay, what is the idea of this song all about? Where did it come from? What is the story going to be about? What's the point of the song? When I say to you, what is the point of your song? You should be able to understand specifically what it is you were trying to say in what section of your song, so that when you do pick up your instrument, you're then going to understand where you're taking your song. To give that driving analogy again, if you get into your car and you understand the route that you need to take, you're not going to get stuck or lost. You're going to have a clear direction. It's the same with songwriting. If you have a map to how you're going to take your song from not existing, from nothing on a piece of paper, to then how you're going to take it to verse 1. What are you going to be saying? How are you going to be saying it? Then into pre-chorus. What is that pre-chorus all about? Into that chorus, this is what the chorus is about. Then into verse 2, and this is the point of the song. Then when we do go to our instrument and we want to then go about that songwriting process, we know what it is we're actually trying to say to our listeners. So now at this point, go ahead and pick up your instrument or go to your music production software and start building out the production from there. But don't do it the other way around, because that's what's going to get you stuck. That's not what's going to help you. By going here. For sure you can go here, and for sure you can find inspiration, but you're going to get stuck at some point in the songwriting process. By clearly understanding the direction that you want to take your story in, every single time you do get stuck when you're singing out your lyric, you can cross-reference back to your plan, and you can say, well, in this section I want to say this, or in this section I'm trying to say this. So let me give you an example of this, and let's say we had a song title and it was called Microphone. We've got a microphone here in the studio. So we've got a song title called Microphone, and we identify what is the point of the song. What is it actually I'm trying to say with this particular song? So let's say, for example, the song is all about having a voice. It's about expressing how you feel and not keeping it within and letting it eat away at you, and actually just telling people how you feel or getting your thoughts out to people. Now let's go down a step in the story, and let's say we go to verse 1. What is verse 1 trying to say for our overall part of the story? Well, verse 1 could be about us as the individual, how we've always been quite shy and recluse, and we've never really wanted to express how we feel. Then we go into the next section of the song. Let's say for this example we have a pre-chorus, and that could be about the realization that we can't keep everything that we feel, all of the thoughts in ourselves, and never express how we feel. And then the chorus could all be about the microphone, taking a hold of the microphone and expressing our thoughts and feeling out there to the world. But the microphone can just be a way of expressing our voice. We're basically just saying our voice, but we're saying it in a slightly cooler way. But by just doing that straight away, within a few minutes, we've understood what it is we're trying to say in each section of the song. We know what our song is all about, so that now when we go to our guitar or our piano or our music production software and we start putting those chords together, we know exactly where we want to go lyrically. So when you piece your chords together, you know exactly what you're trying to say. So we said in verse 1 of this example, we're talking about how we've been quite shy, how we've been very reserved in ourselves. So what about a lyric something like, I've never been any good at telling anybody my feelings, I keep them to myself. I've never been any good at telling anybody my feelings, I keep them all to myself. We come about those lyrics because we understood exactly what we're trying to say. We know that verse 1 was all about how we were shy, how we were recluse, how we never really expressed how we felt. So all we've done is taken that idea, we've put it into the song. But it's become so much easier because we understood what we're trying to say in that section. Now you take that same example and you take that into a pre-chorus or your chorus of the song or verse 2. You understand what you're trying to say, then you deliver it in your song. And that is how you actually become a more efficient songwriter. You finish more songs, because the thing that stops most songwriters finishing songs is just not really knowing what to say or not saying it in the right way and delivering that message in the way that it should be. Songwriting becomes so much easier when you've got steps and strategies and techniques that you can implement in the process to go about writing a better song in a quicker period of time to a higher standard. So that's how you go about finishing every single song that you write, with a simple method. So go ahead, put that into your songwriting. Let me know in the comments below how that goes for you and any other videos that you'd like to see on this channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and go ahead and drop a like for this video, and I'll see you over on another video where we talk all things songwriting.